Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Big Stick Winner. Easy. E-Dub, whatever the fuck Dub is. But y'all follow me on Instagram at underscore Big Stick Winner. Today video gonna be a little bit different. I'ma low-key be talking about like a fight. So this is a fight. I was gonna talk about multiple fights, but I already know how I am. I'm just gonna be talking a whole lot. So I'm gonna just talk about one fight, and if y'all want to hear about another fight, then y'all let me know down in the comments. So boom, I got the bleed rolled up. I'm about to spark up, you feel me? About to spark up. And boom, I got the Hennessy, you feel me? I just got me a little half pint, but I'm about to dap the bottle, you feel me? That I ain't good. That the bottle, I'm following him, and I'm gonna take me a little sweet. You feel me? So boom, this how we gonna do it. And I also got me some little pineapple juice. I don't really need it, but it's here, you feel me? Because I love some Henny though. I love some Henny. I don't need to chase that. I love that shit. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about a fight. This fight is I was 16. I was 15. Because I didn't turn 16 until the next month. But I guess I was 16. I was 15, and the next month I turned 16. But so this was a fight, right? So it was my sophomore year, just ended or whatever, and I was going to be a junior. You feel me? So I don't know. I really didn't have no plans for the summer, nothing like that. I thought maybe for sure I would, hang out with a couple of my friends or whatever, but I really didn't know, you know what I'm saying? No plans or nothing. I don't really know how this came about. I think we was still in school, and there was this dude, I'm gonna say his name is Chris. There was this dude named Chris, and I knew him, I think I knew him. Mind you, this is our end of our sophomore year, so I think I knew Chris like freshman year. For sure. I think I knew him like freshman year. We never hung out. Like, we never hung out outside of school, in school. Like, we only, like, I think I had one class with him, but we never hung out. Like, we weren't friends. He actually had a friend. I think it was like his best friend. I was actually cool with his best friend. And because through some girls, these two girls or whatever, and he liked the girl, and then I liked the other girl, so we was basically gonna do like a 2-man type thing. But anyways, yeah, but I don't know. I guess like he had been talking shit about me and saying all this other shit, like just talking crazy. I told him, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, back then I was real crazy. Like, I was real crazy, and I was still kind of like fresh out the bellows, so I was just, I wasn't like them kids. Like, I didn't come from them type of environments, like they came from. Like, I wasn't all sheltered and shit. Like, nigga, I grew up in my bellow, nigga. Like, all my life I had to fight. Like, what the fuck? Like, so weird. So that shit was so crazy. Like, I just remember telling this nigga, like, bro, I'm not about to keep going back and forth with you. Because I think what happened was his best friend had ended up telling me what he was saying about me. And I had reached out to him, was like, yo, I heard you been talking shit. Like, what you trying to do? Is you trying to link up? Like, is you trying to catch phase? Basically, that's the type of shit I would be on. Because I just don't like to argue. Like, I'm not trying to argue with you. I just don't like that. Like, I don't like that. I get all emotional and I start crying and shit. I just want to fight. So, period. I told him, like, I heard you been talking shit about me. Like, my sources is good. Whoop-de-whoop. Like, was you trying to link up or whatever? And I think this happened, like, while we were still in school. You hear me? But I just hadn't been seeing this nigga. Like, I don't know if this nigga had dropped out or if he went to another school, or he got kicked out. I really don't even know. I think he did get kicked out, but anyways, so I never caught him at school or whatever. The school ended up ending, and one night I was supposed to go out with my friends. My friends had just graduated. My friends had just graduated high school, so we was all gonna go out, I think, and like, I don't know, something ended up happening that night, because we were supposed to, like, I don't know, I'm so all over the place, because it was so long ago. Like, this shit happened like 10-15 years ago. So I'm trying to think. All that shit happened whoop on the internet. I think I had DM'd him and told him, like, what's up. I didn't end up seeing him. I think like 2 weeks passed by. Then one night I was supposed to go out with my friends or whatever, and it was a lot of personal shit going on. My dad and his girl had ended up getting into a big ass argument. I was staying with my dad. It's crazy because I was already about to leave. Like, I had my bag packed and everything, and then my dad walked in and his girl walked in, and they was just in this big ass argument, fighting and shit. My dad told me I need to pack a bag. I need to go stay with my mom for a little bit. I had told him I already had plans to go out with my friends. He was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. So I'm like, cool. So while all this is happening, I had called my mom and told my mom what's happening or whatever, because, you know, like, it was a big situation. It was like serious. So, but it really didn't faze me, you feel me, because I dealt with shit like that before. So boom, I end up walking to my friend's house, because he didn't live too far away from me. So I end up walking to his house. When I walked to his house, my mom had ended up coming or whatever, because I told her where I was, but she told me she wanted me to come to the house, but I was telling her, like, I had already had plans or whatever, so I was just trying to go out with my friends. So I don't know why my mom had pulled up. I don't know, like, she was just being dramatic or whatever. So she ended up pulling up. Then, like, somehow the police ended up being behind us or whatever. The police ended up telling me, like, I needed to get in the car or whatever, because I was a minor. So, you know, I'm like, whatever. So I ended up getting in the car. We ended up going back to the house. I ended up texting my friends, telling them, like, I'm not going to be able to come with you. But I think, like, what happened was that nigga Chris was there. And they always had this thing, like, they would call him Smooth. Like, they would call him Smooth. And then I guess they wanted me to be Little Smooth, because we was hanging out so much. Like, I don't even know. Like, I think we was friends for, like, we wasn't even friends that long. We was probably friends, like, we met in class, right? And we had been hanging out. Like, here's the backstory. Like, I met this nigga. I was a teacher assistant, and he was actually in the class, taking the class. And one day he had hit me. Like, we had followed each other on Twitter or whatever, and, you know, we both like the same shit. We like to smoke. We like Wiz Khalifa. So we would just like each other's tweets or whatever. Then one day I was in class. We was both in class, and he hit me up. And he was like, you trying to go smoke? You know, you trying to go out and smoke? Because it was like a photography class. So they went out and took pictures and shit. But I could go out and take pictures and shit too. So we both got cameras, and then we went out or whatever. We went to go smoke. So that's basically how our friendship started. And then it was like pretty much every day we was together. Like, literally dead ass every day we was together. We was dead ass together every fucking day. Like, every single day, nigga. Like, I was at his house, he was at my house. We was sleeping in the car. We was going to parties. We was sleeping at random bitches' houses. We was sleeping at niggas' house. Like, we was literally best friends. Like, we was together every day. Like, that was literally like my best fucking friend. I think it was like December, because that was like 2012. So it was 2011. I met him in 2011, like November, December. And then we was friends all the way until like that next year. So we wasn't even friends for that long. We was friends for maybe like 5 months. And so, boom. Then I'm about to spark up, y'all. It's time to spark you. So then, boom. I guess previously, before they hung out or whatever, the summer before, Smooth, but I don't give a fuck. I never liked Chris. I didn't fuck with Chris, and I really didn't fuck with light skinned niggas. Period. You feel me? But this nigga Smooth, he was light skinned, but he was like the blackest light skinned nigga I had ever met. You feel me? So I really didn't pay attention to that nigga being light skinned. But that nigga Chris was definitely one of them light skinned niggas I just did not fuck with. But anyway, so fucking, I guess this nigga Chris was over there too that night, the night that I was supposed to come. And that was supposed to be the night, I guess, they were gonna like, it was gonna be established who was gonna be Lil Smooth. Mind you, I never said anything about being Lil Smooth. I don't got no big homies. I never seen him as my big homie. Like, even though I knew he was stronger than me, he was bigger than me, he was older than me, I didn't see him like that. Like, I didn't see him as my big bro. I didn't see him as my big homie. None of that. I never wanted to be Lil Smooth. Like, the shit never came out my mouth. It never crossed my mind. None of that. Like, the nigga who brought it up to me, he brought it up to me. He was like, nigga, you trying to be Lil Smooth? And I'm like, nah. Like, cause that's how that conversation started. We end up, I think we was DMing each other because this nigga phone wasn't on, so we used to DM each other. So this nigga would DM me or whatever, talk about like, you trying to be Lil Smooth, woo. And I basically told him like, no. Like, I basically told him no. I was like, no, I don't want to be Lil Smooth. I never thought about it. Like,